On the 90th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, I'm going to be filling out my March Madness bracket. MLB season is starting tomorrow. We have some NFL offseason news. We're going to be ranking the top 5 favorites to win the 2025 World Series and ending it off with some Hall of Fame, yay or nay. Make sure you use code HatTrick Sports when checking out at w.gg for 10% off your order. Roll it! Welcome to HatTrick Sports, starring your host, Isaiah Carpenter. Bringing you the biggest sports headlines every week. This is the HatTrick Sports Podcast. So we are going to be filling out the March Madness bracket. This is going to be the perfect March Madness bracket. Never been done before except for right here, right now. So I think I'm screen recording. I hope I'm screen recording. So we're going to get it started off here with the 1 seed and the 16 seed in the South. You have Auburn against the 16 seed. Auburn's going to win that every day of the week. We don't need that. But yeah, Auburn's going to win that. Louisville, let's see. It also shows you like the percentage of everybody who's like all of the stats and stuff, which I really like about it. But I think Louisville's going to win that. Auburn's going to win there. Michigan's, I think, is an easy win. Texas A&M and Yale, what do we got over here? Yeah, I think that's an easy Texas A&M. Ole Miss versus, I think this is going to be closer than what, we'll stay with Ole Miss. You have Iowa State and Lipscomb. Iowa State's going to win that. Marquette versus New Mexico. Give me New Mexico. What do a lot of people have on that? New Mexico. I'm going to take the upset. I'm going to take New Mexico for there. You have Michigan State versus Bryant. Michigan State's going to win that. Michigan State's going to win that. Ole Miss, Iowa State. We'll go with Iowa State. And then you have Michigan, Texas A&M. That's actually going to be closer than Michigan. I'll take Michigan. Yeah, there we go. And then you have in the Sweet 16 on the South side, you have Auburn and Michigan. Give me the upset, Michigan. Okay. Let's see if that plays out. Michigan and Michigan State in the South. Ooh, imagine if that actually happens. And then, do I go with Michigan here and just try? This is the perfect bracket. It's gonna be Michigan State. You just gotta stay safe over there. On the east side of the bracket, it's obviously gonna be Duke. You have Mississippi State and Baylor. Give me Baylor. What do a lot of people have? Most people have Baylor. Yeah, again, it's the 8-9 seed. Doesn't really matter. You have Oregon and Liberty. Give me Oregon. Yeah, there we go. Again, I'm trying to look at all these stats as we go. Arizona's going to win that. Let's see what they have there. Yeah. BYU versus VCU. VCU, can VCU pull the upset? Yeah, give me VCU. Wisconsin and Montana, give me Wisconsin. St. Mary. Yeah, give me St. Mary. You have Alabama, the 2 seed's going to win that. You have Duke and you have Baylor. Duke, yeah. Duke's going to win that. Oregon, Arizona State, Oregon. I kind of want to see Oregon move on. Give me Oregon. Oregon's going to move on. You have VCU against Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to win that. And then Alabama. And then Wisconsin and Alabama. Alabama's definitely supposed to win this in the Sweet 16, but can Wisconsin pull the upset? No, Alabama's going to win that. It's going to be Oregon. A lot of people are saying Duke. Duke's probably the right answer, but it's March Madness, but we are going to stick with Duke. Duke and Alabama in the East for the Elite 8. Give me Duke. Give me Duke there. So they're going on to they're going to move on to the Final Four. In the West, Florida. Florida's going all the way. Then you have UConn and Oklahoma. Give me. What are a lot of people? A lot of people are saying UConn. Oklahoma was unsure if they were even going to get in. Their first team out last year. They want it more than UConn. Give me Oklahoma. You have Memphis against Colorado State. Memphis is going to win that. Maryland and Grand Canyon University. Give me Maryland. Drake. Can Drake pull it? I think Drake's going to pull it. I'm going to be honest. I think Drake's going to beat Mizzou. Texas Tech's going to win that. Kansas, Arkansas. Give me Arkansas. Then you have St. John's versus Omaha. St. John's is going to win that. I thought it was going to be like 99%. And then what do you have? You have Florida, Oklahoma. Florida's beating that. Memphis, Maryland. It's going to be close. I kind of want to... Give me Memphis. Florida's going to beat Memphis. Then it's Drake, Texas Tech. Can Drake beat Texas Tech? Nope. They're not going to. So you got Texas Tech there. Then you got Arkansas, St. John's. Arkansas is going to pull it. That's going to be my big guy. Arkansas is going to pull it. It's going to go to Texas Tech. Texas Tech, Florida. I kind of wanted to see Florida go all the way. I kind of think that Florida. Give me Florida. Florida's gonna win the West. All right. So now you have Midwest. You have Houston. Houston's gonna win that. Gonzaga, Georgia. Gonzaga. Houston's gonna beat Gonzaga. You have Clemson. Oh, I went way off the screen. You have Clemson. Clemson's gonna win that. Purdue versus High Point. Purdue, Clemson. Clemson's gonna beat Houston to get to the final or the Elite Eight. You have Illinois. Texas. I kind of want to see Texas. There we go. I'm gonna do it. Texas goes there. You're going to have Kentucky and Troy. Kentucky's going to win that. UCLA versus Utah State. You have Tennessee. Tennessee's going to win that. All right. So then it's going to be Tennessee. Can Utah State upset them? Tennessee's going to win that. Kentucky's going to win that. Clemson's going to beat Kentucky. Clemson is going to face... Clemson's going to win the Midwest. So that brings it down to the Final Four. Michigan State versus Florida. Florida's going to win that. You have Duke and Clemson. Clemson is going to beat Duke. And then Florida is going to win it all. That's what I have. Florida's going to win it all. Now, that's just from what I think. I'm going to have other brackets of like, I'm going to have ChatGPT write one. I'm going to have one who I want to win. I'm going to have a whole bunch that I'll probably be submitting more than that. But I do think that, actually, I changed my mind. Clemson's going to pull the upset. The 5 seed Clemson is going to pull the upset against Florida. Clemson had to get through Duke. If Clemson can get through Duke, Kentucky, Purdue, Houston, Purdue, and McNeese, Clemson's going to win. I got Clemson winning it all. Clemson beating Florida to win the March Madness NCAA tournament. So officially submitting that bracket name is HatTrick Sports. That is what we are going to put it as. HatTrick Sports official bracket. That's what we have it as. All right, I'm going to stop screen recording that there, but I think that Clemson is going to win it all. How do I stop screen recording? I don't really know how I'm going to... Oh, there we go. Stop. There we go. So yes. Whatever. But yes, Clemson Tigers. The pick is in. I think that Clemson is going to pull the upset and win it all. So that is my March Madness. But one thing bigger than March Madness that is coming up here in about, 16 hours. In 16 hours, baseball is back. Tomorrow morning, you have Cubs versus Dodgers being played in Tokyo, Japan. Let me pull over to this thing over here. It is going to be great. Baseball is back. the 2025 season kicks off tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. You got the Dodgers, you got the Cubs. The Dodgers have been expanding more than ever. They have the greatest team in baseball, and I think the greatest team anybody has ever seen in MLB history, and it doesn't get better than this. You have Mookie Betts, who's sick, but then you got Ohtani, you got Freddie, you got Yama Meatballs, you got all these guys leading charge. They come off the World Series win, and then this is something special. Now you might be saying the Cubs, on the other hand, they are hungry. They are trying to prove the world wrong. They are trying to come up and be dominant first. They're trying to get the first 2-0. They're going to be the team that sweeps the Dodgers in Tokyo. That is what they want, and it is international. It is being played in Tokyo, Japan. The stakes are high, and I cannot wait. Opening day, a new journey, a clean slate. Let's play ball. Let's go. The Dodgers are obviously going to go 2-0 in this season, but I cannot wait for baseball to be back. It is the greatest sport in mankind. Yama Meatballs versus Imanaga. Bigger, stronger than ever. Record-breaking contracts. MLB season right here, right now. But yes, I cannot wait for the MLB season to start. First game, Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Shota Imanaga. Again, the two potentially biggest, obviously besides Shohei Ohtani, biggest Japanese stars being played in Tokyo, Japan. Not going to be great waking up early, but I'll do anything to watch the Dodgers. Mookie is out. There are some talks that he's going to be sent back to the U.S. to get ready for in a week or two. That is when their domestic opening day is for the Dodgers, and Mookie's going to get ready for that. And then, so we won't have Mookie, but whatever. You got to play the long game. You don't care about these 2 games. 2 games versus 162. I'll take the 162 every single time. Get him healthy. You don't want to get him worse. Get him back to the U.S. Make sure he's good to go in the next week or two. It sounds like he's better. It sounds like it's like a flu-like kind of sickness, but can't wait. Cannot wait. It also said that he's lost about 15 pounds, so I've got to make sure he's hydrated and ready to go. And you don't want to have him play like that in that condition. More MLB news. Joey Gallo announces that he is going to attempt to go into the pitching career. Now you might be saying, what does that mean? He's been a position player. I have no idea. I've never seen him pitch. Outfielders do tend to have strong arms, so maybe he has a high velocity. Also, outfielders are somewhat accurate. I mean, they have to hit their cutoff. They have to hit if they're throwing all the way home. I think outfielders have great opportunity to be pitchers. I've just never seen him throw a bullpen. I've never seen anything like that. This might just be an excuse for him to go back to the Yankees so he has at least a shot to win a World Series, because he was not going to do that in the White Sox organization. The White Sox released him, and that's kind of when he announced it. Again, I don't really know what's going to happen here. How old's Joey Votto? Joey Gallo. I don't know why I keep saying Joey Votto. Age. How old's Joey Gallo? Yeah, he's 31 years old. He's going to be, what is he? He's a 2-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove. He's only led the league in walks and strikeouts, and that was in 2021. Nothing special by him. He was an All-Star, 7 years ago. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Joey Gallo brings to the table. I don't think he's going to do anything. But again, the Yankees, they're down Garrett Cole. Marcus Stroman coming up. I don't think he deserves to come up, especially about how he's been talking about the Yankees. But, hey, bring Joey Gallo into the bullpen. See what happens. That's what I think. But I think that's what he's trying to do. Trying to bring back to the Yankees. Now, the MLB season is starting back up. By the time you guys are watching this TikTok, it has probably already been up. But here are my 2025 MLB hot takes for the season. The Yankees losing Juan Soto, that helped them. The Yankees got so much more after not re-signing Juan Soto and him going to the Mets. Juan Soto doesn't care about winning. Juan Soto cares about the money. And now the Yankees have probably picked up the equivalent to 5 All-Stars for Juan Soto. Hey, 5 is better than 1. Let's be honest here. Except for Shohei Ohtani, which Juan Soto's not the GOAT. Shohei Ohtani is like a two-way player. I'm just saying. Five guys is better than one Juan Soto. 5 All-Stars is better than one Juan Soto is what I'm trying to say. The Royals, another hot take. The Royals are going to quietly win 95 to 100 games this season. They're playing in the AL Central, which is going to be stronger than years past. I think that the Tigers are going to be a little bit better. The White Sox aren't going to be good, but they're going to be better than what they were last season. And then you got the Royals. I think I think that the Royals win the AL Central, and I think that they win 95 to 100 games this season. Hot take. Garrett Crochet is going to suck for the Red Sox, and Walker Buehler is going to end up being the Red Sox ace. Yes, I said it. Right now, I think Walker Buehler is their number 4. Garrett Crochet is their ace. I don't think Garrett Crochet is ready for the Red Sox, and I'm just saying, I think Walker Buehler, Mark Pryor has taught Walker Buehler what to do. He's won a World Series for the Dodgers. Hey, now he's going to be at the Red Sox. He's going to be the number 4. Hey, I think that he's going to end the season up at number 1, and I think Garrett Crochet is going to be at the number 5. All right, more hot takes. I think that Roki Sasaki, I hate to say it as a Dodgers fan, I think he's going to be a bust. I think that after his contract is up, he's going to go to another team and absolutely kill it. But hey, he's in LA. He has a whole bunch of competition. You got 5 aces in LA. He's just going to have to stick out. He's going to have to find a way to stick out. And I just don't think he'll do that. That's a hot take. But hey, I don't want it to happen. I wish the best for Roki Sasaki. And I hope that he ends up being the number 1 ace. But I just don't think that's going to happen. The Mets are going to be a powerhouse team this year. Now, this might not seem like a hot take, but the Mets picking up Juan Soto, they've also picked up some other guys here, and I think that they'll win. I think that they'll definitely win the NL East. I think that they'll beat the Braves in the NL East, and then again make their way up to the CS, face the Dodgers in the CS, and see what happens there. But I do think that the Mets are going to be a powerhouse this season. So those are your 2025 MLB season hot takes. All right. Let's move on to NFL news. Cooper Kupp signs with Seattle with a 3-year, $45 million year. As a Seahawks fan, hey, it's a completely new team right now. We have lost a lot of guys, and we have picked up a lot of guys, and I'm hoping they bond together, and I'm hoping they're great. I think that, I would rather take Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp than Sam Howell and DK Metcalf. I'm just going to be honest, and I think looking at the stats, looking at the plays, I wouldn't have said this a year ago because, again, rivals, but I think that Cooper Kupp could be better than DK Metcalf. I think Cooper Kupp is better than DK Metcalf. If you compare the stats, which I had them up, where did they go? Compare stats. Yeah, I have the stats right here. This is all compared to last season. DK Metcalf had more seasons, but receptions, Cooper Kupp had 1 more. Receiving yards and receiving yards per rush, DK did have with the Seahawks. But you have receiving touchdowns, rushing attempts, rushing yards per attempt. Hey, Cooper Kupp leads on all that. Now, again, that's position-wise. But I think that Cooper Kupp is could be better than DK Metcalf. Again, it's kind of hard to compare, but I'll take it. I'd rather have Cooper Kupp and Sam Darnold than DK Metcalf and Sam Howell. Howell's just got to go. Sam Howell's just not for us. Seahawks are going 10-7. I know a week ago it felt like that they were going to go 3-14. They have fixed it. The front office had a plan. It's not a Super Bowl winning team, but it's a team that's going to go 7-0, and Sam Darnold is going to prove the haters wrong. Seahawks are going 10-7. I think I said last year that the Seahawks were going to go 10-7, and they ended up going. What was the Seahawks record? Seahawks 2024 record. Yeah, we went 10-7. I think I said that last season, and everybody thought I was crazy. I think I said 11-6, but everybody thought I was crazy. Like, look where we ended up. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins re-signed with the Bengals. They each signed a 4-year extension. Both wide receivers, 4-year extension. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins told Fox Sports on Sunday that they have agreed to a contract extension. Chase agreed to a 4-year, $161 million year a deal that includes $112 million guaranteed. Higgins agreed to a 4-year, $115 million deal that is guaranteed for the first 2 years. Jamar Chase's annual average is going to be just over $40 million, setting an NFL record for the highest average annual salary for a non-quarterback. The arguments conclude years of negotiations for each other, and quarterback Joe Burrow, who has been a vocal in advocating for Chase and Higgins to get new contracts, now has his top target secured. The Bengals are going to try to make another push. I mean, the Bengals have been good in the last few years. I think they're just trying to keep that up and win a World Series. Or not a World Series, win a Super Bowl. But that is all I have for NFL news. Let's move on to the top 5 favorites to win the 2025 World Series, with the MLB season coming up in just 16 hours. You have the favorites to win the World Series. Now, the World Series is always up for grabs. You just need to make it to the postseason, and then you just gotta fight from there. But this is all as of March 17th. These odds change literally every minute, I feel like. But at number 5, you have the Philadelphia Phillies at plus 1,000 odds. They have the potential to make a deep postseason run. We've seen it happen before. What makes it not happen again? They are a great postseason team. Maybe not last season, but in seasons past before them. The Phillies are going to try to make it. So they have the 5th best odds at winning. At number 4, kind of tied with the Phillies, you have the New York Mets. Like I said, they are going to be a powerhouse team. They picked up Soto and some other guys. They are trying to prove that you could just pay guys and you can win. But they just have an amazing lineups, key acquisitions. They're just trying to go for a strong season. They're going to try to win the division. They're going to beat the Rays in their division and eventually, potentially beat the Dodgers in the NLCS and make it to the World Series. At number 3, at podium, you have the New York Yankees. They made the World Series last year, and Aaron Judge just dropped the ball. No, there were 3 errors in that inning that kind of costed them that game. The Dodgers were still going to win. They were still up 3-0. Let's be honest. Or, wait, what was it? 3-1. The Dodgers were up 3-0. Yeah, the Dodgers were up 3-0. Then the Yankees won, and then in Game 5, yeah, the Dodgers were still going to win that series either way. But the Yankees, they're going to try even harder. They picked up a whole bunch of new guys after not re-signing Juan Soto, and they have better chances than ever to win the World Series. And they do have some injuries stopping with Garrett Cole not pitching and then Giancarlo Stanton. But the New York Yankees odds is at plus 850. The Atlanta Braves with the number 2 best odds to win the World Series. They are at plus 800. The Braves are considered strong contenders, boasting and they have the lineup and then they have the pitching. Acuna coming back this season. They're supposed to be good. I don't think that they'll win the World Series, but the odds show that they are at number 2 at plus 800 odds. And then the number 1 team with the best odds to win the World Series is your World Series champion, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They just keep picking up guys. They just keep picking up guys. Get all the Japanese guys, get all the American guys, get every single guy that you can get. The Dodgers have him. You can defer the money. It's part of the rules. We're going to win the World Series. Back-to-back World Series champions, Dodgers come back at you, but they are at plus 275 odds of winning the World Series. And then, again, just a strong roster. We have 5 aces. We're going to win. So those are your top 5 favorites to win the World Series. Went to another Savannah Banana game. I know I just won a couple weeks ago. Guess what? I went again. Sue me. A different experience. I mean, it was the same concept. The first one, I went to Lone Depot Park where, there's 40,000 seats that they sold. A couple days ago, went to Raymond James Stadium where the Bucks play. They sold out 65,000 seats. It was supposed to be playing in Tropicana Field, but they don't have a roof right now. And again, right now in Florida, it can rain at 5 minutes, be sunny 5 minutes. Can't play there, under construction, so they just, move it over to Raymond James. And what they did at Raymond James is they had home plate at, one corner of the end zone. It was 230 feet to right field. like 450 feet to left center. It's just wild. It was a wild experience with 65,000 people sold out. And what's funny is that the Rays are going to be playing their regular season across the street, literally across the street. It's like there's a small bridge that connects it. I mean, but the Rays aren't going to sell out. It's the Yankees spring training facility, and the Rays cannot sell out the Yankees spring training facility. But the Savannah Bananas can sell 65,000 seats at Raymond James Stadium, literally right across the street. It's just wild to think about. The Rays are doing something wrong. The Bananas are doing something right. MLB's got to pick these guys up. Something's got to happen to these guys because not even everybody that wanted to buy tickets could buy tickets to these Savannah Banana games. You got to get into a lottery. You got to get lucky. They can sell every single stadium in the entire world, I feel like, if it's in the U.S. Savannah Bananas, something different. They are just different. Got to meet up with Noah from the Umpire channel. Got to say what's up to him. Made a quick little Q&A with him. I don't know if it's been released or not. I made the video. Just got a whole lot of TikToks that I'm pushing out right now. Said what's up to him. Shout out to the Umpire channel. Make sure you follow them. Also said what's up to Peter Holden, pitcher for Party Animals. Said what's up to him real quick. And then, yeah. It was just an amazing experience. Again, it's different from Lone Depot. It's because it's a football stadium. So I had seats all the way up behind home plate, and then there were seats that I could sit at that were like behind center, and then we went all the way up to the very, very top. Just a whole lot of walking, a whole lot of watching, a whole lot of show. Low Cash, never heard of them. Did like a halftime show thing. But now it's just really, really smart concepts. I mean, I still don't know how to explain it. I'm not even going to try to explain it. But, yeah, Rays can't sell out a spring training stadium, but the Bananas can sell out 65,000 seats at an NFL stadium in the hot 85-degree weather in Florida. It's just wild. It's just a wild, wild concept and idea. Let's move on to Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? All right, Hall of Fame, yay or nay? We have Cooper Kupp. Recently signed with the Seahawks, $45 million for 3 years. One-time Pro Bowler, one-time All-Pro, one-time Super Bowl champion, won the MVP in that Super Bowl champion. He's played only for the Rams, and then he's about to play for the Seahawks. Played 104 career games. Has led the league in receptions in 2021, yards in 2021, touchdowns in 2021, yards per game. Receiving yards per game in 2021, was third in MVP voting. If you weren't the greatest at one time, what makes you the greatest of all time? It is a nay. Cooper Kupp does not belong in the HatTrick Sports Hall of Fame. Thank you guys for watching the 90th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast. You can follow us anywhere you see us, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. You can listen wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean. All the visuals are on YouTube. You can even listen on your Alexa. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week for episode 91.